Hello and welcome to another LEGO Train MOC showcase video. We are back with another Thomas character, and this is Stanley. So I will start off by saying, to this day, I still haven't watched The Great Discovery, which is the movie where Stanley debuts. But, I'll correct that one day, but right now I want to focus on the model. So I did a bit of research as to what particular locomotive Stanley is, and it's actually quite interesting in the sense that he's a hybrid between a couple of different saddle tank engines. Now, a saddle tank is a handsome design in of itself, but this is most notable when you look at Stanley's design, and he has coal bunkers both in front and behind the cab. I really like that. It's so bizarre because, you have one or the other, you don't have both. But I feel like with this particular design, because it's a saddle tank and in this livery, oh, it's gorgeous. So the body of the locomotive is built to 7 studs wide, with the running board being 8 wide. And I think that does look quite nice. Originally, the running board was 7 wide, but there was this thing at the back of my mind that was bugging me saying, it's only 7 wide, that's not a good thing, the things you do when it comes to the LEGO train hobby. But yes, this being now 8 studs wide makes it a bit more chunkier, but I do like that as well. A bigger model, in my opinion, is a bit more fun. Underneath the saddle tank, you can see some details that represent the springs, and I did have a bit of creative freedom here. There is supposed to be some chunky box thing above the middle drive wheel, but god above, that looked so ugly. So I changed it out for something a bit more central and symmetrical, and it honestly just looks way better. And because I was building all of these models on a bit of a budget, I did not want to have to buy new wheels. I would kind of prefer to have red medium-sized drive wheels, but I stuck to the standard large because I do have quite a few of them in stock. But at the same time, that chunkiness, because of these size drive wheels, kind of fits in its own way. Maybe it's because I've seen this quite a lot already, but I feel like for this overall shape and size, the large wheels look much better. Right then, let's have a look at those coal bunkers, because this is what makes this model unique. As I mentioned earlier, this is a hybrid design with other tank engines that uses coal bunkers both in front and behind the cab. Now, having a coal bunker in front of the cab basically pushes it a little bit further back. And depending on the type of location that the tank engine has been sent to work, that design does have its own pros. And it's very common and standard to see a coal bunker behind the cab, because it's a bit more out of the way, you got more access to the controls, etc. So having this character design with both coal bunker locations, again, it's growing on me. I do quite like this. But my favourite thing about this character is the livery. I don't remember the last time I built in white, it must be said, but this white and red, it's so clean and elegant. I just adore this livery. Plus this unique saddle tank hybrid idea, it all comes together so cleanly and I love it. And that is Stanley. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Now that I want to make some more Thomas characters, I am kind of stuck with some of the more obscure and lesser known ones. There are still some more Thomas characters I want to make in the future, and there are a couple of things that go into why I choose the models I want to make. But Stanley, just, one look and you think, yeah, that's going to be a cool thing to make. And I am very happy with the end result. So thank you all ever so much for watching. In the description you can find links to my Discord server where you can chat with like-minded fans of LEGO trains and Nerf blasters. Also in the description you can find a link to my Instagram and Flickr page where you can see some sneak peeks and behind the scenes action. Be sure to keep an eye out on my community tab for polls and updates. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.